Hey folks, I have designed today's video specifically for those of you out there who are parents and have kids that are around that age where they're starting to go out to things like parties and concerts. Today, I'm going to teach you how to use the app known as Find My, which comes with every iPhone and allows you as a parent to see not only where your child is, but we're also today going to go over how to set up a really simple alert so that, for example, if they do go out to something like a party or a concert, you can get a simple automated notification when they get home. Coming up next on Tech Talk America. Hello everyone, and welcome to the class. I decided to make today's video as a response to something that happened a couple of weeks ago. I was having dinner with a friend of mine while traveling for work, and at this point I was on the West Coast. We were enjoying dinner when my phone went off. The person on the other end wasn't someone who I normally hear from, and because they didn't know that I was traveling and that I was 3 time zones earlier, that means that they thought it was midnight back home. And so usually when you get that kind of call late at night, it's usually not to gossip. And so I answered it. On the other line was a parent who had just received the horrific news that no parent ever wants to hear, that their daughter was missing. Now, from what I understand, she was supposed to arrive at a party or some event and never showed up. And eventually the friends started to panic, they called the parents, they started to panic, and at some point I got a phone call. So at this point, now I'm on the phone with that parent asking me, how do I find my child? Now, I don't have tools that the FBI would have access to, but I do know how to use an app that comes with every iPhone, which has been used in the past to locate people in this type of circumstance. There was just one little problem. They had never turned on this one feature. Now, the good news is the child was located and everyone is fine. But after everything was over, this person said to me, what could I have done? And at this point, I would have normally said, go to my YouTube channel and look for a video on it. And then I realized I hadn't made one. And so here we are. Now, in order to initially set this up, it is easier if you have both your and your child's phones next to you. On both devices, just go into the Find My app. And from here on both devices, you're going to tap on where it says People at the very bottom. Now, if this is the first time you're ever using this feature, you will now need to tap on where it says Start Sharing Location. And now you'll just need to type each other's names into this search field so that you can add each other. Now you should see these options here. You can share your location with the other person for either 1 hour until the end of the day or indefinitely. I'm not going to tell you guys how to parent. I'll let you make this decision. I just want you to know what your options are. At this point, I would like to show you how to enable the feature that I mentioned in my intro, where you can get an automatic alert when your kid gets home safe. To do this, all you need to do, and this would be set up from the parent's phone, is just tap on your child's contact in the Find My app, and then scroll up a little bit, and where it says Notifications, tap on where it says Add. Now we can just tap on Notify Me, and as you can see here, we have a couple of different options. So for example, I can get a notification when this person leaves a location, or I can get a notification when they arrive at a location. In the case of going to something like a party or a concert, my guess is that you'd probably want the home location set so that when they arrive home, it automatically sends out that notification. At this point, when you go to save this feature, it is going to send an alert to the other phone just to let that person know that this feature is being used, which is a good thing for privacy reasons. And at that point, you are good to go. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you should know that you can use Siri with this feature. So for example, you can just say, where is David Jr.? At which point Siri reminds you there is no David Jr. and get back to making YouTube videos. Speaking of which, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that little like button and leave me a well-constructed comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is David A. Cox with Tech Talk America. Class dismissed.